Hello and welcome back to another episode here on the OmathaCraft Season 4 server. It is episode 18? I can never get these episode numbers right or remember them, but I think it's around 18. Welcome back, and in today's episode, we are going to be doing a rocket factory. Some big redstone project. It's fairly simple logic, but it's going to be so incredibly useful, I don't think I'm ever going to leave the building. Now, as we can see, I'm going to jump straight into things. We have the setup of what we want. So here we have two different buttons. We have one button on the left, one button on the right. We have some crafting tables in the middle and a glass pane. Now, here is going to be a water stream, and when we press this button, it is going to call in, this button here will call in exactly a stack of sugarcane. And this button here will call in exactly a stack of gunpowder, meaning we can then craft things straight into rockets. So you probably end up calling 3 stacks of sugarcane, and we press this button 3 times just like that. 3 stacks would come up this wall stream into our inventory, and then we could call in, let's say, 3 stacks of gunpowder. So we call it in just like that. But today we actually need to make this work, because obviously there is nothing behind here, and there is nothing down there, but we do have loads of gunpowder stored up, and we have a massive sugarcane farm that we built up in the last episode, which has actually been producing loads and loads of sugarcane. So that's what we're going to do. So firstly, let's jump over to the test world and go and take a look at the redstone I've designed up. Okay, welcome to the test world. Let's take a look at this. You can actually see it's really simple circuitry. So let's jump straight in things. If we head down the bottom here, we're going to press this button once, and when the light turns off, we know that we can click it again. So we can click it once, we're going to click it again, and as you can see, the sugarcane is appearing in our inventory, and we will see that we're getting 3 stacks just there. I'm going to click the gunpowder 3 times, so we can get 3 stacks of gunpowder, just like this. That's 2 stacks, and just like that, that's 3 stacks. Then we can head in here, we can craft up our rockets, just like this. So I'm going to put them in just like that, then we'll put a gunpowder in, grab the paper, and as you can see, all the items come straight up into our inventory. We have a load of crafting tables around, and we can easily craft loads and loads of rockets. It saves us going between the storage systems. This would, theoretically, be our storage system just here, and then we have all the hoppers down here. So let's take a look at how the redstone works. So down here, we have a redstone burnout clock. So when this gets activated by the button, this will activate down here, and this will then activate each one of these droppers 8 times. We have 8 droppers, 8 times 8 is 64, so 64 items get spat out. Now the hopper alignment is a little bit weird. We have to wiggle them around a bit just to make sure every single dropper is always being filled straight from our storage system. So for example, this will be our creeper farm just down here, so the storage will be up there, and it will go into the line of hoppers filling each one of the droppers. Now the exact same happens on the other sugarcane side of things, but obviously this one isn't, wow, that's a lot of mobs. This one isn't getting automatically filled as we have to manually activate the sugarcane farm. But I'm going to make sure I am on top of that, and I'm regularly activating the farm to make sure we get loads and loads of sugarcane stored up. But this is what we are going to build at the start of today's episode. So I think the first thing we need to do is we need to run the water streams round, and once we've done the water streams round, it's kind of just run some redstone lines into a burnout clock, and it's, well, there or thereabout it. So let's jump straight on with things. Okay, so it has been a while since I last recorded, and it has been about 2 weeks since I've last recorded here on the OmathaCraft server. I have done a stream, so some of the things I'm going to be showing off you might have seen in the stream day if you were there. But I had a few things going on which came up, which meant I couldn't record, and I didn't release a video last Friday. But I was on the server playing, and I made quite a bit of progress, which I'd like to show off for you today. So as you can see in the last clip, you heard me talking about building this up. So as you can see, we're here, we have this completely built up, and I've actually added 2 other lamps, and what we're going to do is we're going to try and flick around like that, and you may have got a glimpse of some of the other bits and pieces which I'm going to be showing off. So as you can see, we have this fully functionally built up. As we can see, we've got the 2 buttons here, that one there for gunpowder, that one there for sugarcane. We've got a chest that we can dump things off in. As you can see, I seem to have phantom membranes everywhere at the moment just because of this phantom killing competition. It is actually the 31st today, so it seems I might have won this one. Pyro's in second place with 188. It's 31st, so it is Halloween, and out there we're going to go and take a look at a few more things. But as you can see, this has been fully built up. I've actually added a light over here which indicates if we need more gunpowder, and a light over here if we need more sugarcane. As you can see, I've stocked up on both of them, meaning we don't need any more. And as we can see, if we take a look at this, we have a return system. So if we get any sugarcane here that we don't end up using, we can put it back into the system so it gets sent back to the storage, which is really nice and simple. But I also decided I was going to build something around this. So I built a block of TNT around this. Now, this is a funny shape because this is centered around one block, whereas Minecraft pixels and blocks are centered around 2 pixels. So this is a 15 pixel block, 15 by 15. No, it's not even that. It's 15 by 9, so it's a bit squished. I might tweak it again at some point, but it looks alright, I think, for the time being. Now, you will also have noticed that I've added these pathways in. As you can see, we've used this light grey concrete. We've got sea lanterns and leaves on top of the, just to border out the bushes, leading up to all of the builds we have made so far. So we have one going up to the sugarcane farm over there. We have a path going up to the iron farm. We have a path going up to the TNT room. And we have a path coming down to this water fountain which I've made down here. So outside of the smeltery building, just in there, I decided I'll build up a water fountain, and what we've done is what actually looks like it looks a bit like a trident, I think. Yeah, I think it looks a bit like a trident. Bit of a water fountain going on there, and I think that's white concrete down at the bottom. But we've got that going on in the middle, a nice sort of centerpiece. We've moved the portal out of the building just there to round the back, so we've got a nice portal there. I would like to decorate this at some point, add a back to it, that kind of business. And we have also, I have been doing a lot, as you can tell. We have also added a roof onto the smeltery building, and that was kind of quite a big project. That required lots and lots of stone bricks, and for the moment it's got torches kind of spammed over the roof, and the main reason for that is I need this area perfectly conditioned so this farm here works the best it can. That scared me quite a bit there, but so we need this condition the best we can. So we've lit it up at the moment, but maybe in the future we'll come up with a different idea of something we'd like to do to make this look a bit better without all the torch spam. And you will also notice we have added 2 chimneys. Now these 2 chimneys are actually functioning chimneys. So what we're going to do is we are going to head down into our factory down here. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I've begun to add a floor on this thing. And now, hello Phantom, I'm just gonna kill you, thank you very much. As we can see, we've added a floor making use of the smithing table. Now I tell you what, this used so much iron. It was crazy. But we have added a floor, and we're actually beginning to add this black faded effect. And the idea is underneath that we're actually going to add black concrete, which I don't have enough resources to make at the moment. I've used all my sand smelting up all the glass. But yeah, we've added a really nice floor in this, which I think is nice. I haven't added that one in there just yet, and I did finish that one. I thought that was a work in progress. But as you can see, this place is beginning to come together, and I think it's looking really, really nice. But let's take a look at some of the functionality. So what we've added is we have added 2 redstone torch towers just there. These torches, when inverted, so we'll go in the opposite direction in a way, they will activate some campfires in the sort of super long smoky mode. That made not much sense. So whenever one of these furnace systems are active, the campfires will turn on. And I've also linked it up so when the bamboo farm just here is active, so what we need to do is we're just going to grab that torch just there, we'll put that there. So this is our 0-tick bamboo farm, which we used to stock up all of the furnace systems with fuel. And as you can see, these ones here are actually smelting up as well. Now these lamps have finally turned on. So we built this system up ages and ages ago. I can't even remember when. And these are XP systems. So the lamps have finally turned on. So loads of kelp has actually been smelted. So at some point, when I wear down my tools, I will definitely give this a go on camera, and we'll see how it actually works. If it was a waste of time or not. But I think it's just a nice little feature there. But let's head out round the back. And if we fly up and turn around, you will see that we have smoke coming out of the chimneys, which I think is a really nice addition. It's a small little touch, which I think makes all of the difference, especially it breaks things up. But as we can see, if we jump down inside just like that, you'll see that this hay bale block is moved underneath the campfire, so the smoke particles are going up, so they go up further. So when the campfire is moved outwards, when hay bale is moved outwards, so if we break that just like that, and if we try and fly out, which we can do just like that, we will see. So as we can see, now we've removed the hay bale, the smoke particles don't go anywhere near the top, meaning it just looks like it's off, which I think is a really nice little touch to the to our little build here, a little chimney up the top, which I think looks really, really good. Now, I've also been working on some other bits and pieces, for which we need to head over to the Communal District. Okay, we are over here at the Communal District, and as you can see, this place is still getting bigger and bigger. Every time I seem to come over here, there always seems to be another shop or something going on. But as you can see, I have set up a mini rocket, and that rocket there, you can probably guess what it sells. Now, this is a temporary shop. I would like to build a bigger shop where we can sell more stock, and I've got more ideas for it. But as we can see, we sell each type of rocket. As we can see, if we scroll through our different rockets here, each type is being sold, and I tell you what, I have made loads and loads of diamonds from this. I've actually stocked more than just a shulker box full of Flight Duration 1. As I know, I think most of the people on the server use Flight Duration 1. So I've added a bit more stock into it just so people do need some more rockets, and I'm not fully stocked up just yet. They have access to all of that just there. Now, something I would like to point out is Pyro has built up a mail... What is that? Well, sorry, we'll go back to that in a second. What is this? This is... I like... That's a pretty cool digger. Oh, it's like it's building up the... That's the part that's meant to go in there. Oh, that is cool. I don't know what this is meant to be. Clearly something is going to be going here. That is pretty exciting. I quite like how this sort of construction progress is being built up. I think that's a pretty cool idea. I like that. Anyway, let's not get too distracted. Over here, Pyro has built up the mailbox service. So we built up one of these last season, and Pyro has done one this season, which I think is looking very, very nice. There is one for every single person on the server. So as we can see, ours is actually down the stairs. Now, I don't have anything in our mailbox. Yes, as you can see, ours is just there. But it's the same kind of system. When there's something in the chest, the lamp goes on. So it's a nice, simple circuit. But yeah, this place is looking really nice. So nice work, Pyro. Now, as it is Thursday, and I'm hoping that this video will go out tomorrow, I want to do something, and it is Halloween today, and I thought, why not? I've heard there is a bit of trick-or-treating going on the server, so we're going to head over to the Halloween district and see what's going on. Okay, so we're coming through the Halloween portal, so I don't think I've actually showed this off on camera, but take a look at that. Over there is... that is Cal's base, so Caligarian Knight, and I'm always saying the first part of his name wrong, has built up a massive pumpkin base, which I think is actually looking amazing. And it's better than this. Let's head in, and what we're going to do is we're going to head down the back. I mean, take a look at this. It looks amazing. So we're going to head sort of down the stem of the back of the pumpkin, which is a really nice idea. So we're going to head down the back just here. And you'll see, wow, this has changed since I've last seen it. Take a look at this. Look how many melons it is. That's a bonkers amount of melons. That's absolutely bonkers. And there's like a little bedroom in the front. Wow, this place is really, really cool. That's a crazy amount of melons. I can't get over that. I wonder how many that is. Now, I have to say, the decoration just around Halloween looks really nice. These little bushes with jack-o'-lanterns inside. It's looking really, really nice. And I believe there is something I'm looking for which Pyro has recommended for me to do. Now, is this it over here? That looks a bit dangerous and lethal. Why don't you trick or treat with us? There seems to be something going on here. Let's take a look down here. This is what I'm looking for. Find bouncing random-headed armor stands, dig under them, find a trick or a treat. Right. We are going to be wandering around the server, it seems, to find these things. I don't know if this is just the Halloween district or the whole of the server. I'll have to have an ask around. But let's have a wander around, see what else we can find over here at Halloween. Now, there seems to be something. Now, I believe Ninten was working on this. I think if we head down here, these are the most difficult signs to read. First, he's put them on spruce signs, black writing, and there's like no room to move backwards. So we'll do a zoom in. Here lies Earl. He was a 4-star chef, 1996 to 2009. He was young for a 4-star chef. That's pretty. That's interesting. I'm just gonna move on. Just gonna move on. I've also made some other discoveries. Over here, this is Cree's pumpkin patch, which is looking very, very nice. And I believe Cree has a haunted house somewhere. And I'd like to find that, because that, I think, looks... I remember seeing it in her video, looking very, very cool and spooky. And I think that there might just be it. So let's land down here and see what we can find. Ooh, wow, that is a very overgrown house. Oh, I love how the vines and leaves are kind of taken over. That looks really nice. Take a look at that. Got smashed windows. Oh, that looks really good, Cree. Now let's climb up here. Let's have a climb around, see what we can find, or maybe not. Oh, if we head inside, there's sort of redstone torches on the walls. Let's head up into the roof. Wow, take a look at that. That is such a nice looking build. That looks really good. I love rundown houses and how they look. I wish I could build like that. It's something that I always think just looks really, really cool. Oh, is there more things over here? Oh, there's a cave to go down into. I have not seen this in anyone's video. What is going on here? This is a bit dangerous. Oh, wow, there's like lava pool. Some good work with the armor stands going on there. I'm guessing this is from Cree. I can't be sure, though. We've got this sort of lava cave down here, lava pool. Wow, this place looks really nice. I tell you what, that is something I don't tend to do too often, which I should do more often, is actually just explore around the server, because there's so many little things which I never manage seeing, because some people obviously on the server don't record, and sometimes I don't manage to get around to watch every single member's video. So it's actually really good fun to actually wander around for a little bit, and just see what we can find. Now, I haven't seen many mobs wearing pumpkins. I say that, and there's a mob there, so I'm going to stop with that sentence, and let's try and find some bouncing guys. Aha, I think this was meant to be one, I guess, but this seems to have already been raided. It's got a slide block in it. This was already broken, so I'm assuming that's already been raided. So apparently it's only at the Halloween district at the moment, so we're going to try and get out of this hole, which maybe we're not. Now, it seems we might be a bit too late to this game. I found a few which seem to already have been raided, but we'll keep having to fly around. I'll see if I can come across anything. And actually, I am running out of rockets, so I'm going to have to head back to the base, pick up some more rockets, and let's see if we can actually do some trick-or-treating. So, I've been flying around Halloween for a while, and I can't seem to find any that haven't been raided. So, I think they've all, people have come up before me, so I should have come a bit sooner. That was silly on my behalf. But that is going to be it for today's episode. I apologise for it being a bit shorter than usual, but we'll be back to normal episodes next week. So thank you for watching today's video. If you have enjoyed it, leave a like, it really does help out the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.